Hi, Oren McGuckin here from Apex Music, back with another video. So today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about programming drums. So before we get stuck in, if you could hit that subscribe button and like the video, that would be fantastic. If you want to head over to our other social medias, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, head on over and give us a like. It's all under Apex Music Co. Thanks very much for watching, and let's get stuck in to programming drums. Okay, so jumping straight in, first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to need an actual drum VST. So what we're going to do is we're going to head over to this site. It's called powerkit.com. This is a free drum plugin called MT Power Drum Kit. And it's a fantastic free plugin. I've used it for loads of stuff, from triggering it or sample replace, and even just programming drums all the way through. You don't get loads of different sounds or anything. You're stuck with the one sound, but with what you've got is great. So as well as that, you'll also need a DAW that can bring in the VST. So I'm using Cubase, and we're just going to go add instrument track, and these are all my VSTs. You can see I have Superior Drummer as well. It's obviously a VST that you have to pay for, but today we're just going to focus on MT Power Drum Kit. So it'll open up the screen here, and yes, it's free, but they prefer you give a bit of a donation. If you want to donate, go ahead. There's been a few times I've donated to them. So then you get this wee screen. It's fantastic. This is all your sounds. The only real thing I'd say about this is it's maybe a bit loud sometimes. So you've got all your sounds. Class. So as well as that, you got your mixer. This gives you all the actual things for all the levels for everything individually, from your kick, snare, side stick, hi-hat, open and closed, all your toms, ride, everything, and then a master as well. And your compression and stuff's just sort of like it's an on off kind of thing. You can also change your outs and bits and pieces like that, so you can send separate outs from this as well, which is quite cool if you want to send them to loads of different outputs, but we're not really going to look at that today. So everything is more or less set fairly standard. Your kick, snare, all in the middle, your hi-hat off a wee bit, and then your toms sort of panned respectively of where they're at in the kit. Your ride cymbal over to the right of it, crash left over to the left, crash right over to the right, and then you've got a lovely China cymbal as well. You also get a load of grooves with it as well. And each groove comes with fills, etc. We'll just set this to 4 bars. Yeah, so it's quite cool. You can set the 3 bars and then go into your fills and stuff as well. So yeah, so if you just want to fire grooves and stuff like that in and play along with them, you can. It's such a great wee plugin, and it is so versatile. So we're going to get stuck into programming bits and pieces here. So this here is just an acoustic guitar track. You might remember from another track that we did, song If I Go, that I did live mix online. Live stream, sorry, I'm dying of the cold. So we're gonna program drums over the top of that. So first thing you need to do is you need to have your DAW actually lined up. So it has to be the tempo set to the track, because the drums are going to be perfectly on that. Yes, you can freehand them, but it becomes an absolute pain in the arse. So first things first, we're going to draw in a couple of bars here. So there's a bit of a bar gap here, and then it comes in. No, it's actually slightly off, is it? Yeah, so the guitar track was like recorded like slightly a bar out, or a beat out, sorry, not a bar. So let's open this up. If we go down here to the MT Power Drum Kit, you see this thing called No Drum Map. If you click on that, Cubase has got a thing in it called the GM map, and that basically gives you all these names of everything, so you kind of know what you're programming in. So let's start here. So we'll just start by programming a simple beat along to it. So kick and crash at the start. Put a snare in there. And we double kick there. Maybe not quite. Get some hi-hat. So we're basically just putting the hi-hat on every single beat of the bar, because that's what we do. So there's our first bar. Yeah, I'm not quite sure I like that. We think there, maybe put there. Yeah. So let's just copy that. Fire it on over. And cup of tea. Sorry, I'm using my webcam today as well, because my DSLR's set up with the capture card and stuff for something else, and testing a few things out, so I thought I'd just leave it. So here's the first few bars. Well, that's actually the intro. So let's change that hi-hat. So it's fairly easy to edit. So let's put it on the right. So we're gonna work within this and copy and paste this. So now that sounds grand. It sounds 100%. But it does what most programmed drums do, and it sounds very robotic. So at the minute, everything's just set to standard. I think it just sets it to 100. Yeah, 100% velocity. So what we're going to do is change the velocity of a few things just to give it a bit more of a natural feel, because when you're playing drums, you're not actually, every time you hit the cymbal, you're not hitting it with the same force every time. That's kind of what makes this sound so robotic, is it's all the same velocity, all the same sort of dynamic. So we're just going to change that about. So we're going to take every second hit and bring them all down just a little bit. And we're going to get this kick and this kick down a little bit too. And we're just going to change. So it's starting to feel a bit more natural. Some VSTs actually have like swing functions and stuff like that, so you can add a bit of looseness to it. Just going to bring that down a tad more. Yep, cool. We're going to tick that. And then we can copy and paste it on our board. And now, say that was where it changed to the verse, then what we can do is we can maybe bring something fairly similar over, but change it up. Maybe change it on to the hi-hat, closed hi-hat. Maybe change up what sounds so funny when you just drag things along. It's like a child playing a drum kit. Just add a bit of flavour, a bit of air in the hi-hat. So then when you copy and paste that over, it should go. I actually think that's where it went to the verse, so we'll do that just because my inner musician will haunt me forever. Now the hi-hat seems to sound a lot more robotic than the ride cymbal does, so we'll bring it down just that wee bit more. Doesn't have to be exactly the same because obviously it's not. Now this is a very simple trick. If this was an actual track, we would go through and we'd work with the dynamics a lot more. So the verse as well, we'll maybe bring that snare away. Go for like a side stick or something. A very quiet side stick. bring now this because it is the verse. We're bringing the dynamics all the way down. So we'll bring that down to. You can actually hear there the difference in the dynamics there. Go back. So this is the way it was before, which was quite funny. Get that crashed down a little bit. See something going on here. Maybe up the dynamics or something with the guitar. Okay, so that seems to be like a chorusy type thing. So let's just grab this. Maybe go with an open hi-hat. To the snare. And then maybe a bit of a fiddle or something. So sorry, I'm just bummed with the cold here. So that'll be going into a section like this. So we're not going to go through the whole song. There's no point in that. So there's a few easy sort of techniques you can do to make it feel a little bit more real. You can put in like wee ghost notes and stuff in the snare, makes it feel a little bit more human. And that's the T. Let's see. Even more down. Like that. Just kind of makes it feel maybe a bit more natural. Now, these aren't the most natural sounding drum kit, but for a free VST, they're great. Yeah, that's a bit more like it. And you can just put wee sort of accidental things that don't happen every time. Put like a wee. Things like that make it just sound a little bit more real, sounds a bit more natural. So we've got our drums programmed, sound a bit more like a real person rather than just straight and hard velocities. So we're going to add a bit of reverb onto it. Who will work with? Let me see. Let's just grab this. After I'm finished this, I'm just going to drown myself in more tea and sleep for a long time. A little bit of compression maybe beforehand too. Just grab a preset, eeny meeny miny mo. You could hear if that was a big song with, there's the drums, guitar and bass and vocals and everything going on in there, a bit of brass, that would be really powerful. It would really, really push the whole thing. So yeah, apart from that, there's a few different techniques if you're maybe recording a bit of rock or something like that. Just realised that I've probably been muting that at times and can't really hear me, but that's fine. So you can do a few things. You can put a bit of distortion and stuff like that on if you really want, but no, that's as far as we're probably going to go today. If you want any more in-depth tutorials on how to program drums, please do let me know, and I can hopefully make another video when I don't have the cold. So thanks very much for tuning in, and if you haven't already, head on over to our YouTube and like and subscribe. So like this video, subscribe to the channel, and if you're enjoying the content, hopefully you'll be back for more. Thanks very much. Goodbye.